All right, hello, welcome to Rise for Nigeria channel. So today let's talk about trader money. So I don't know how many of us are familiar with trader money. Was introduced by the Buhari administration. So this was several years back, I believe. They gave out 10,000 naira loans to petty traders, right? So those who sell small things here and there, just to help them with their with their goods. And again, so this is a loan, they're supposed to pay it back, right? So now, several years after, many of those traders do not want to pay back the loan. So there was a report recently, I think in Punch newspaper and the cable, that several of those beneficiaries thought that the money they received was part of their own national cake. So if you're a Nigerian, you understand national cake. It's you get your own share of it and you move on. So that is whatever money belongs to the government. Whenever you can get your hands on some of it, get it and leave the rest. So they thought that it's part of their own national cake. So they're not trying to repay, and also the trader money the organization or the department overseeing it is having trouble finding a lot of the recipients, because many of them, they don't have their addresses on file, or they probably don't have updated addresses on file, and so they don't know how to reach them to get the money. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack with that, and I want us to think about it here. um, you know this mindset of you know the government money is a national cake. It's a mindset that a lot of Nigerians have, and this is where we begin to see a breakdown in our societal fabric. uh, there's a breakdown there where when the people start thinking that the money that comes to the government should be shared, just share it, get your own. Whenever you have access to it, take your own piece and move on. So we see a breakdown, and this is where corruption sets in. So these trader money traders, right? They're saying, well, look at this. Governments have come and gone. We don't get anything from government. So this is our own time to get whatever we can and move on. So it says a lot about, well, first of all, the government. That is, the government has failed to educate and enlighten the people about its role in society, and not just educating the people about the role of government in society. The government has failed to provide the people with the benefits that come with having a functional government. So the government has failed the people. So when the people feel like they don't get any, there's nothing that they're getting from this government anyways. So whenever they have an opportunity, let me take mine. So that's broken. That's a broken system. And also it says something about the mindset of the average Nigerian, and that's why if the average Nigerian has an opportunity to just get into government, get into a position of power, maybe they become an ordinary councillor, or someone invites them, come get contract. They just want to figure they want to figure out how they can get their own cut. So how can they get defraud the government? How can they get more money out of the government? If they were given a contract, how can they get more? How can they keep more of that money into their pocket, rather than using it to benefit the people, for using it to execute the work that they are supposed to execute? So we are seeing that again, people, and that's where politicians also they get into government, and they say, hey, this is our own time. So we keep hearing of Buhari, they're going to fight corruption. Well, we can all look and think about this. How much corruption is being fought? Think about your day-to-day lives. You still go to banks, you still go to different places, you still have to bribe people to do their job. So we have to ask ourselves that something is not right, obviously, with the way our society is set up. That this is corruption. This is corruption, where you keep seeing money that belongs to government as national cake is corruption, and we see it in our everyday life. Everybody is trying to get their own piece from somebody else. Bribery, all those different things. That is corruption, still eating deep at the root of the country. The Buhari administration has not fought corruption. I'm sorry, the corruption is still is it is the society is so rotten with corruption today. And also, I want us to think about this 10,000 naira that was given to these traders. This is, I mean, what's 10,000 naira? 10,000 naira, I mean, how much is that if you had to convert it to dollars? This is really, really small. How much is that? That's maybe like $30, somewhere along those lines. That's really small. So, I mean, think about it. I mean, I was in Nigeria recently, and 10,000 naira, I mean, what you can spend that, in just one sitting. Not necessarily wasting money on things that are not useful, but just day-to-day living. Before you know it, 10,000 naira is gone. So, we need to also ask. So we need to ask ourselves about that. This 10,000 naira that the government was loaning out to these people. I mean, what did that really do? How much? What's the? What did we? Are we even sure that these traders ever spent it on goods? Because again, they may as well have spent it on their day-to-day expenses. So what can 10,000 naira really do in the life of a business person? So there's something really off with the economic plan or lack thereof of the government in Nigeria. I was talking last week about COVID-19, and I was asking, what is the plan? What's the going forward plan now? How would the government pull the country back out of the economic recession? No one knows, right? So there are a lot of things that are still wrong with our economic system structure or lack thereof that is causing poverty to be perpetuated in the society. 10,000 naira is nothing. So all these petty traders, I mean, they have kids that are even going to school. They still have to pay for tuition. That is nothing. So, we need to rethink, as the government needs to rethink, that 10,000 naira loan thing, that's not it. That's not the kind of move that will boost the economy, that will boost even the trading of these petty traders. It's not really going to do much. And also, again, this issue is highlighting another flaw, right? We are seeing that they couldn't track down some of these petty traders. They don't have their address on file. They don't even have their name on file, perhaps. So we still have a problem with census, like we don't have a database. I talked about this last week as well. How is it that we keep records? How do we keep records of our people? Do we know the exact people that are in the society at any given time? How are we doing this? So government has still not figured this out. Probably it's in a file somewhere, a physical file, when the rest of the world has gone to electronic files. What software are they using? How are you keeping track of the population? So again, those remain things that still need to be addressed. So I mean, that story, reading the story about the Tradermoni traders not wanting to return it, I mean, on one hand it's pretty funny. On the other hand, it's sad, and it's showing a lot of the issues that the broader Nigerian society has. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sure you have some thoughts and some comments about this as well. Share them in the comment section below, and share this video with others, and let's start talking about how we can truly move people out of poverty. 10,000 naira is not it. It won't get it done. All right, this is it for today. Like this video, share it, and you can also visit us on risefornigeria.com. Till next week, we'll talk to you later.